What's up guys, Newbie here, and today I wanted to demonstrate to you a new piece of software for Sun and Moon, which is finding a shiny Wimpod. So I'll just show you quickly where we are on the map. We are at Akala Island and Route 8, and we're just outside the Pokemon Center at the moment. So if you head south from there, just down here is where Wimpod usually appears, but it's a random chance. So if you come down here and he doesn't appear, what you can do is just use the Charizard glide back to this Pokemon Center and then ride your tourist down again, and keep trying that, and eventually the Wimpod will show up. Alrighty, so you can see just up there where the Wimpod has shown up. Now rather than trying to chase this directly, what we're going to do is we're just going to come down this side here and going to jump on the Sharpedo, and we're going to just shortcut through here because the Wimpod's trying to get back to this cave. So what you want to do is you want to go up here, alert the Wimpod, and then you want to save your game before it gets to you. Right, so if I just let that run from there, the Wimpod should run straight into you. There we go. Right, so what you can do now, if you soft reset, then it should basically take you straight back to that point. Sorry, I don't have a capture card yet, so we're just doing this a little bit manually at the moment, but there we go. So if you just sit there, you'll get that encounter again. So we're now going to put this over into the GamePRo. Okay, so I've got my 3DS set up in the GamePRo, and I'm just in the Dropbox folder. And the program you want to run is the static shiny Wimpod 1.0 is the current version. So we'll just double click on that, and it will open this window. We can choose which camera we want, which is 0 for me, and that's just opened on another screen. But yes, that is correct. COM port number, and I'll just drag that window over so you can see it. There you go. Alright, so that software is now running on the GamePRo. It's just pressing A, cycling through the start menu at the moment. And so it'll just hit A to continue game, and that immediately will activate the Wimpod basically running straight towards you, and then that encounter will start. And you can see it's just started timing, which was actually when the bottom screen first went dark. So this one, like a few of the other pieces of software, is just based on the bottom screen using the light sensor. So it's just effectively timing this period, and you can see that's come out around about 14 seconds. So if we just click on this box and hit enter, that will soft reset to get going. Now, one thing just to be aware of, you can see here I'm using a light cutoff value of 250. For a lot of the 6th generation software, I've actually used a value of around about 150. So just because of the screen doesn't actually stay dark for the whole encounter in Sun and Moon, I found that it can help to play around with this value and just try some different values. So 250 is what's working at the moment for this. So that's what I've got that set up to. But as I said, just have a little bit of a play around with that, and you might find something that works well for you. So this is it running on the GamePRo with the Wimpod running over to us. You can see the bottom screen goes dark. It actually then becomes a little bit lighter, which I discussed in a previous video. And that's one of the reasons why you may have to play around with that light cutoff value. And then eventually it becomes bright at that point where you enter the main battle menu. And that's when it picks up, or when it stops the timing, and it determines if it's a shiny or not, and then soft resets. So like we usually do, we're just going to leave this running from here. The whole idea is that this just runs by itself. So we'll come back and check it a little while later and see how things are ticking along. So I actually ended up running this all night, and I ended up having to change that light cutoff value down to 140. But as you can see, it did the trick. So I managed to find myself a shiny Wimpod after 343 soft resets. And one thing that's built into the software, it will record the shiny encounter on the webcam as well. Shout outs to Laura for the suggestion with this software. Also keep an eye out for more Sun and Moon content coming soon. And I hope you all have a safe and happy Christmas. And until next time, see ya.